Okay, we have another one that we're going to solve. That's an exponential that we're going to turn into a quadratic. So like I showed in the previous video, we're going to do the same technique on this one. This one right here, the one that has an exponent, that's the one I'm going to let my u equal. I'm not going to use the -7. I only want to use the part specifically that has an exponent in it. The 2 is being raised to an x. The x only applies to the 2, so that's the one I'm going to use. So this part right here, that's going to be u. So u equals 2 to the x. Then, if I square both sides, I would get, like I did in the previous example, my u squared would equal 2 to the 2x. So again, this one in front right here, this is going to be turned into a u squared. So because I have both these definitions, I can go ahead and turn it into a quadratic. U squared minus 7u plus 12 equals 0. I'm going to factor it, and we get 3 and 4 will be the ones we want to use here. Both these are going to be negative. And then I'm going to split it up and set both of them equal to 0. I'll get u equals 3 and u equals 4. Remember that we have to put the substitution back in again. We don't want to keep our answer as this because our original answer had x's. We want x equals, not u equals. 2 to the x is going to go back in for each of these. 2 to the x equals 3. 2 to the x equals 4. This one is one we can solve by the equal bases property. Again, we want to make both the bases the same. 2 to the x is the same thing as 2 squared. Bases are the same. We accept the exponents equal. Here's one of our answers. X is equal to 2. Then this one cannot be solved with equal bases property because they're not equal bases. So we're going to apply the ln on both sides. ln 2 to the x equals ln of 3. The x comes down. We get x ln of 2 is equal to ln of 3. If you divide both sides by ln 2, we get our other answer, which is going to be ln 3 divided by ln of 2. So this right here would be your second answer. That's what you would get here if you divide both sides by ln 2. And now these would be your two answers. And of course the second one would be a decimal answer, but that's fine. We can solve that one. The previous example, we did not get a second answer because we had ln of a negative number and we couldn't do that. But this time we have ln of 3 and that was allowed. That's okay. So that's why we were able to get the secondary solution. So these would be your two answers.